Peace, family. I hope you guys are happy and healthy and doing well. Welcome to our December 2023 garden tour, our last garden tour of the year. Today is December 30th, so I kind of waited till the last day to do this. And that's just how life is going right now. So let's start in the front because these roses are absolutely beautiful. It must be the season. Like, it's my roses season. You can see it has multiple buds on there. It's looking really, really pretty. Over here, the indigo hasn't really gotten bigger. It kind of just made a new shoot, and now the new shoot looks healthier than what was already there. Snapdragons have not made much change since last time. As you can see, I still need to weed up here. I'm gonna weed and put mulch down up here, so it's looking a little rough, but hey, that's life sometimes. This rose is just now about to make another one. This is my yellow rose. It is gorgeous and I love it. My rosemary is still doing well, and this rose is also feeling lovely. It's got multiple buds about to open and forming on it, so I'm very, very happy with how my roses are doing right now. Y'all, look at these hibiscus. I left them there just so you can see that I was banking on this guy, right? We had hope. He let us down, y'all. So I don't know, I planted them earlier this season. Looks like they wanted to produce. You can see it has the little buds on there, and I'm gonna cut this down. I left them just for the garden tour. So no hibiscus this year, guys. The yarrow is looking good and coming back strong, so I'm excited about that. Hoping that it spreads more in the next season. I still have ginger here and there, and I don't plan on digging it out. I think I'll leave it there and let it sprout back out next season. As you can see, the turmeric is feeling the cold. I'm not digging this one out either. I'm just gonna cut the leaves and lay it down there like mulch, and I'll let him come back next season as well. I cannot remember the name of these. I thought they died. I got some plants from Aldi and they smelled so good, and I planted them here. I guess they didn't die, so I'm happy. If you look real close, I've got a couple of little chamomiles here. It doesn't get very much sun, so it's like they're alive, but they're not really thriving very much. The jasmine is beautiful, and I'm kind of hoping we get one more round of jasmine flowers before it gets too cold for them. And then on the other side there is the turmeric that I replanted, so he'll pop back out next season. So let's go to the back and see what it's looking like back there. Okay guys, so before we take a look in the back, let me just let you know a lot of work needs to be done. There are weeds. There are plants that need to be pruned. And that's okay. Your garden is not always going to be perfect, as you guys know. In the wintertime, or hopefully you know if you've watched a couple of my other videos, it's a busy time for me for my business because people are purchasing a lot, and I make jewelry and I sell crystals. So let's go. Food is still growing, so I'm not complaining. Just warning you, the garden's still gorgeous, in my opinion. Start over here on the side. This is my ginger that I've already replanted. I do think it's gonna die in the cold, but I think this is actually new growth from when it was planted, and this is the old. I have shampoo ginger in here. I'm not looking for anything to pop out of there until the springtime. If you look close into my mint, you can see that the mint is starting to come back, but I still need to cut back all of this brown stems and stuff. My chocolate mint hasn't even started to look crazy like that yet, so I'm happy with that. This is my lamb's ear. I want to see if I can separate it soon. So that's on my to-do list. And then my turmeric here laid all over it. It's been laying like that since it rained real hard, but that's okay. It broke somewhere and I just planted it there. I'm sure it'll pop back out in the spring. My Okinawa spinach is doing great. So this is what I'm eating salads with right now. It will die back when it goes like around, I want to say like 25 or so degrees. It'll die back, but it'll come back. So I've got one little bush here and then a big old bush right there. I had some bush beans in here. They did not do very well ever since Teddy ran his behind in here. You can still see his footprint right there. But I have gotten a few. Now the plants look hurt. So I'm going to let them die back right here and feed the soil. And then we'll make another plant. This is my Purple Island kale. As you can see, it has not had any attention. I bet it's somewhere I'm on the back of here right now. And there's two. So I'll come back and get them. But he's still alive. He is doing well. The basil that was under him died out. Basil likes heat. So it was fine back here when it was hot. But now it's cold and shaded and stuff. Okay, y'all. The concern is setting in for this dill. Because every dill seed video or something that I see, it doesn't look like this, and I don't want these dropping and growing, but I don't see anything growing yet. And I'll insert a picture for you guys of what I thought I was looking for with dill seeds. I can't remember what kind of dill this is because it actually popped back out this year from last year. So maybe it seeds differently. But if y'all know, let me know. Alright, coming around. I planted some chamomile down here. You see there's one there. And one right here. So I'm hoping those do well. My bush beans over here. These are from my Safe Seeds. I'm kind of proud. It's producing. It's not a whole lot. I know the weather is kind of crazy in Texas. Like, it gets cold and it gets warm again and stuff. So that's tough. But I think the beans are doing well. My celery still holding strong. This is the one that Teddy stepped on. See, it's looking good. And my babies are starting to pop out too. I planted some more seeds before the rain. Cuban oregano is still alive, still doing well. I'm going to get one more harvest off of that. And I'm going to plant something here. I left this space bare for a long time because last year I planted garlic there. I did not harvest all the garlic this year. I was hoping it would pop back out. I don't think it is because I'll show you guys. I have some other garlic from last year that has already popped out. So I'm thinking I need to use that real estate. What do you guys think? My carrots are looking beautiful. We know Teddy done trampled in here and I've had to replant and stuff, but overall I think they're looking happy and healthy. My basil has, well, I'm gonna say has died. It's got one little green stem on it. It's looking a mess. I've got carrots down here that actually came back from last year. And then my cilantro is already looking like it wants to go to seed, but I think I'm just gonna trim back. I'm gonna trim it down. And I think that's also because it gets cold and then it gets hot again, like during the day. So I think I'm gonna just trim it back and let it kind of start over a little bit. I have more carrots over here. There's turmeric planted in there. As you can see, we got rid of the wasp nest, so I just need to get all this brown material and throw it in the garden somewhere. And this tomato, y'all, is still doing well in this grow bag. Lord, I should have pulled the weeds from right here before I brought y'all over here. That's my bad. But there's little tomatoes there. There's tomatoes there. There's still blossoms here, everywhere. This tomato plant is doing well. I do come and prune it every once in a while. Tomatoes here, and almost looks like it's gonna be some. It has some spots on them. I need to get in here and see. I need to trim because there's like spider mites and stuff on this side. So if I keep it trimmed, I guess it'll just keep going. I had a fish pepper in here. You can see he did not survive. The only thing in here is a nasturtium now. The nasturtium is happy. It's variegated, and I'm happy too. I'm cool with that. Let me step back because this comfrey is huge. But I love that. I have so much compost, you guys, right now out in the garden that needs to be used. I've got still some fall plants that need to be planted. So I'm going to get rid of that, the food scraps. When I say compost, I'm meaning from my kitchen. So food scraps from my kitchen that need to be used. I like to throw those in comfrey in the bottom of my grow bags and pots. So this is perfect for me. This is actually what I need. I haven't trimmed this since the last time it got a little bit cold. So most of this leaf damage is looking crazy from last time. But there's been new growth as well. I'm sorry, this is a pineapple ground cherry. I didn't even mention that. You can see there's one there. Another one coming back there. And I see some flowers. I just saw some flowers back up in here somewhere. But this loves heat more, I think. Actually, it started growing better in the fall. But it's, you know, it's related to the tomatoes. So anyway, I think when it gets real cold, they're going to die out. But I'm just hoping that I get enough ripe ones to save some good seeds for next year. This was my Thai basil. I didn't expect it to last that long. What I really wanted was the seeds, and I think I'm gonna get those, so I'm happy with that. Carrots all back in here are looking lovely. My pepper plants are still holding strong, you guys. Now, of course, they're peppers, so when it goes down to 30 or so, they feel it, but I need to tie him up. But you can see I've got a pepper back there and one there. These are the Lesia peppers. And there's a small one there. So peppers are still happy. I'm thinking of trying to find a way to cover them up and see if I can overwinter them. If I have the time, I will show you guys what I figure out. And then the rest of this is carrots. Carrots, 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 carrots. And I think they're looking good. I'm happy. This yarrow looks amazing considering he got transferred just a little bit earlier in the fall. It's growing really well. It's looking beautiful. My echinacea is looking beautiful. I will probably harvest and dry some of these this week. I dry dehydrate the petals and the leaves. Eventually, I'd like to be able to separate them and put them in different places in my garden or in different gardens. And also the roots are really, really good for tinctures and stuff like that. So once they spread and I feel like it won't die, if I mess with the roots, I'll try that out. This is my other type of comfrey. You can see it's just now about to make flowers. It's looking good. And this one is the other echinacea. These guys kind of take turns blooming and stuff. So I'm gonna step back and show you the peach. It's bare. Looks like winter time. Peaches are perfectly fine. Actually, they need chill hours, so this peach will be happy in the winter. All we need to do is prune it, and then if you can see right here, my husband is trying to make it root. So we're gonna see if that's actually working soon. I'll let you guys know. Down up under it is my leaf of life plant, and this it's just so easy to grow. Like, it just sits under there and it's happy and healthy. I haven't used it yet, so working on that. If we come around here, you can see it's lots of weeds. I need to get mulch and mulch this area. These are my replanted turmeric. I kind of just let them sit there. I don't really water them much or anything. I just want them to not die, the rhizomes, to be enough to pop back out in the spring. My wild onions are coming back, so I definitely need to weed over here so that they don't have a bunch of competition. But I am happy to see them coming back. I still have oregano in here, but y'all, I need to come save my oregano. I have not been paying too much attention to this planter, but I will. You can see the loofah has gotten all the way over here, and I want to show you guys there's still so many little loofahs on here. So if it doesn't die back like I thought it would in the 30-something degree weather, we went down to 33 last night. The loofah still looks okay, but a lot of times it takes a few days for you to see the damage on the leaves and stuff. So I'm not sure how it's doing yet. This is my lemongrass, looking good. I love, love, love lemongrass and tea. It is so good. That's another turmeric that already got replanted. This aloe vera is gonna move in the house. Last year I lost my aloe vera because it went down to 16 degrees outside. And if you guys watch one video where I go and plant at mommy's house, I'm burying aloe vera there because they died, and I'm not having that happen this time, even though aloe vera is a root stimulator. So I think that did help our cucumbers out. This is another turmeric. I never harvested this one. I'm just gonna prune the leaves and throw them in there and let it pop back out in the spring. My elderberry is finally happy. I think that's gonna be its spot for now, so we'll just keep watching it. My canna lilies need to be pruned, as you can see, but they still look happy and healthy. My pineapple guava is looking beautiful. I have to just try to keep the loofah from, you know, grabbing all over it. So that is the that's the challenge with the loofah. Look how many. They're little ones. There's blooms still, and I'm gonna watch it, because if I could have left them longer, I'm okay with that, and I didn't leave them, and I'm okay with that, because I did find a way to process my green loofahs to make them into sponges, and I'm gonna share that with you guys. So let me step back so you can see how tall the okra is. I love how the okra just created its own space. Once the loofah started kind of taking over, you can see like it just leaned right on out. Like, I'm still gonna get my sun. And so the okra that are on here now, I'm just leaving for seeds for next year. I think this color is lovely on these leaves though. Is that pretty or what? Okay, so y'all saw the loofah because we just picked the loofah. But this is what it's looking like from this angle right now. Still pretty green. I don't prune the loofah at all, so the brown stuff that's on there, we don't know when that's from. It's just in there. This pepper plant is still alive, if y'all can see it. It's kind of, you know, it's tall but not bushy, so it's like, can you see me? I've got this carrot still in here. My purple basil is feeling the cold. These are my collard greens that I got from the nursery. Top bunch collard greens. And then I just recently planted this baby. It's the same thing. I've got one rose bush left back here in the back. See, I have to keep the loofah off of everybody. So that's what's up with that. If you're growing loofah, definitely give it some space to just do its thing. But this is my rose. Doesn't have any blooms on it right now, and that's okay. It looks happy and healthy. The beautyberry felt the cold. That's okay. It's supposed to do that. Beautyberry is native to Texas, so I'm pretty sure if I just neglected it, it would be perfectly fine. I don't, but I'm just saying. So I got this when it was dormant, and I want to send cuttings to like 2 people. I want to try and see if I can get it to root and then cut the branch off. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna do that pretty soon, and I think once I get some roots to come out, if I send it out, it should be perfectly fine. Because when I received this beauty berry, it didn't have any leaves on it. It just was like roots and a stem. So I'll let you guys know about that. Okay, y'all, I wasn't gonna show y'all this because it's bad, but I have these. This is the food scraps I'm talking about that I need to get rid of, some of them. But I did want to show you my Vicks plant. This is what was left after the Vicks plant broke and fell off. And I'm so excited that it's regrowing because I still have the other piece as well. And this is the cilantro that volunteered itself in the garden. As you can see, I never moved it. I was thinking about it, but I just didn't get to it. And the loofah. Loofah. All right. So my bush beans that I planted over here gave me nothing. They did not do well. Maybe it was too much shade. I'm not sure. But I'm happy that the other ones are doing well. This jalapeno pepper is doing fabulous. He might get overwintered. I do have a pepper down there. And someone asked me how many plants my loofah was. So let me show you guys. This is its trunk here. So this is one loofah plant. And then this is my sriracha pepper. I might try to overwinter him. I love those peppers. I have some dry ones in the house and I just use them like pepper flakes and they're so good, so flavorful. I'm gonna clean this loofah up so y'all can really see, but there is my key lime. It looks beautiful, happy and healthy. My yerba mate looks beautiful, happy and healthy. This is some type of citrus. So we used to have a Meyer lemon. It died back and the rootstock grew. I don't take care of it, but it's growing. So I said, I guess I could see what kind of fruit it produces. There's lots of ladybugs in here. Let's see if I can. Y'all see them? I don't know why they love this area, but I'm happy. And my kumquat. We got one last one on here. They are so good. So good. I'm saving seeds and I'm going to try to grow it from seed. Over here, I've got another turmeric. And you can see I probably had like potato food scraps under there because they're growing. They'll probably die out. It'll be fine. Seedlings are doing pretty well. And then I need to replant some that didn't pop out. I'm trying to just keep some of this stuff until next year. I'm going to close this greenhouse and try to keep it warm. So like I have longevity and Okinawa spinach there. Cuban oregano. I've got some turmeric in here. And then still planting seeds for my brassicas and stuff like that. Look at this, y'all. The corn, I don't even understand. But I'm going to try again. I am going to try again. This one is still alive. It has like one corn on there that's probably not pollinated, which is fine because I'm not even looking for it to actually produce. I do have beans growing up it, so I'm going to pick some of these beans. Need to pick my beans. So I'm happy with the beans, but none of these 3 pots actually look like what I originally wanted them to look like. Look at that bean. My broccolis are broccoliing, y'all. Let me get out the sun. Can y'all see? It's starting a little broccoli. So I'm excited about that. The cabbages are starting to look like cabbages, which is funny because it's the 2 that I kind of thought I stunted because I planted them like early in the year. If you look in the Ethiopian Kales grow bag, these are the garlic that I was talking about earlier. They're popping back out on their own. So that's what made me think that the other ones are not going to do that. And y'all know, y'all see this Ethiopian kale almost every video. It's still leaned all out of here. I'm going to keep getting cuttings and keep trying to clean it up a little bit. And I'll probably replace this one next year. But we're going to keep eating it until I get a replacement that I can properly trellis up. I've got basil. This is the basil that I love. It's planted in there with my grape, which looks like it's feeling the cold, but that's okay. They do that. I've got oregano down in there at the bottom. This pineapple ground cherry is doing great, and we have been eating them. Still making flowers and stuff. And maybe over here it'll stay a little warmer and stay a little longer, I hope. This is a pepper plant. I'm planning on just covering it up when the frost comes. And my broccoli is broccoli. So excited. And just so you guys know, if you don't know, you can eat broccoli leaves like collard greens. I have chives up under there as well. I've got parsley here. This is another broccoli. It has not started making a head yet. I planted some potatoes in here just because. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I had ran out of space to record. So if all the potato little pieces don't die, maybe they'll pop back out in the spring. Not sure. These are 2 more broccolis, and these were the last of my broccoli starts to be planted. This one is making a head, but I don't want it to. He's so little. Like, you're too small to be doing that. But I will. And then there's thyme in here as well. This planter is gonna need some mulch, which I just use leaves for mulch, but I have walking onions here. I've got stevia here, which I have been drying the stevia. I've got bees balm here. The bees balm will die out and keep coming back like a mint. So that's that. Here's my culantro. I remembered, y'all. If you guys have been watching my garden tours, for some reason I always forget the name of this plant. I'm so proud of myself. Hey, culantro. There's really nothing but weeds in these other ones, so I need to work on that. Another strawberry died, and this is my last strawberry standing, which I think I'm gonna move to mommy's house. I don't know. The strawberries are a struggle, okay? This is empty. It needs to be redone and planted out. I'm sorry, it's not empty. The only thing that's in here is a cilantro that I had planted. And this is one of my favorite beds. Let me go to the other side so y'all can see how beautiful it looks when I come out the door. So the only things, 2 things are in here is Egyptian walking onions and this basil that's going to seed. So, and I might clip basil off while it's still alive and root it and put it in the garage or in the house somewhere so I can keep this basil throughout the winter. You can see different stages of the walking onions coming back, so that is exciting. I still have starts here, y'all. I'm gonna get rid of them with the compost, so I'll update y'all on how they look after they move. Over here I've got a bigger comfrey. The comfrey that I put on mama's land died, so I'm gonna take this one over there. I'm hoping because it's bigger it'll be able to survive. I have a Vicks plant cutting that's for a friend of mine, and then another small comfrey over there that'll be available, I guess, for trade or something, or somebody local wants it. And then my Vicks plant is sitting in this water because it just broke off and I sat it in there. This is just like where cuttings sit. I got an Egyptian walking onion in there because I didn't remember where I wanted to put it. So that's what's up with that. Tangled in my birthday balloon is this sorry, it's a citronella. That's my citronella. It's looking good. I definitely need to make some mosquito repellent before it kind of goes dormant for the winter or dies out. As long as I mulch it and it's right by the house, this comes back in the spring. So that's what's up with that. So let me get to work, guys. I've got a Kwanzaa celebration to go to and clearly lots of work to do out here, but I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I hope you guys had an amazing 2023, and I wish many blessings for you in 2024. I'll be back with lots more videos. Even though it's winter, the gardening never stops, the homesteading never stops. So I will see you guys soon and catch you later. Peace.